Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this little booga booga boogle running around carefully. I'm trying to make sure. I don't want her to freak out. She's been doing very, very good today. She has not been tensed up and running around like a little demon. She has actually been relaxing and letting me pick her up. But I'm going to be good, and I'm going to put her down again quickly now that she's been on camera. Here we go, little one. No need to be scared. There we go. There, good. She didn't race into her house like she had been. In fact, she's wandering around in her cage now. So that's really awesome. I'm very glad. She has been, the last couple times I showed Boogle on camera, I mean, she had leaped off my hand, bounced off my keyboard and onto the floor the last time, so I couldn't even show her off. But since then, she has just been freaked out, just panicking at noise, and I'll pick her up and then put her down and she'll shoot into her house just as fast as she can. But now she's still digging around in her cage after I went and put her down, so that's really, really good. I'm very glad. And my hair, unfortunately, is quite a mess today. I've got to keep trying to train it by brushing it, well, combing it down. My sleep mask, because it's a series of straps that goes over my head and my hair, will, if I sweat because of the heat, and we're into spring/summer and it's very warm at night and getting warmer, and so my hair with the strap, I didn't sweat, but you know, it was warm, and so it's trying to keep it in control. Yay! Didn't do a whole ton yesterday. I mean, you saw what I did yesterday. I did a vlog and then a couple game videos, and that was good, and I enjoyed that. But then from about, because I fell asleep, which irritated me to no end, of course, because I don't want to die, and you know, because I stop breathing when I'm sleeping and such like that. So I'll be in my chair, and because of the heat and such, I'll just be doing something, and then the next thing I know, I wake up, and sometimes my head is ringing like a bell. Thank God, usually not, but sometimes it is. So it happens. I stop breathing when I fall asleep just in my chair. I don't mean to. I don't like doing it, but such is life. Doing my best, though, just trying to survive. I'm still working on a whole bunch of story ideas. In fact, there's this one that great idea, not quite sure where I was going with it, been tightening it up lately. So from a huge thing that was kind of rambly with no real point to it, it's getting tightened up. It's going to be pretty good when I finally write it down. Definitely a good thing. The only reason I'm able to remember it is because of endless repetition as I go walk these past couple months. Maybe over the past year, I've just been constantly running over this idea and playing with thoughts. And as soon as something gets into my medium-term memory, it's got a good chance of making it into my long-term memory. It just has to make it from short-term into medium-term memory, and then it's got a chance of being saved. Most of my thoughts that I have don't even get a chance to make it into medium term. My short-term memory is extremely volatile and short for very, very, very numerous reasons. Like my alcoholism. I damaged my brain because of my alcoholism. Even though I have been sober since 2000, I did damage with all the drinking I did. And I've got widower brain. There are physiological changes to your brain after you lose a significant other. And with my depression, that makes it so hard to remember and concentrate, coupled with fibromyalgia and fibro fog. It is so hard to remember things and to just think clearly. And then because of all that, what adds up with the damage from the alcoholism, the actual deepest damage is when I try to concentrate, it gives me a headache, and then I get sleepy and fall asleep. The harder I concentrate, the more painful my headache gets, and the sleepier I get. So the more important the paperwork I have to fill out, the less capable I am of actually filling it out. Because the more deeply I have to concentrate, the more likely I'm just going to go clunk onto the paperwork and fall asleep on it. Life is life. My wife took care of everything. She did all the important paperwork and stuff because I couldn't concentrate. So now I gotta try and do it all myself, and the results have been, well, they've been results. I've been doing better. I mean, largely I've been able to get things at least figured out to a large degree. I mean, I managed to actually get the tax paperwork and stuff figured out for my channel. Because if you're going to get paid, you've got to have an AdSense account. And if you have an AdSense account through Google, you've got to make sure that you have all your electronic tax paper done. Oh my Lord God. And so I've largely got a lot of things done, but not everything. I've got everything done that's the most important stuff. It's the little things that people see that's not behind the curtains. That's the stuff that I don't have like finished and looking anything but amateur. Thumbs up for that. And lately, I have been waking up with my arm really sore, my left arm. And this is, I've got to get another pillow back in my bed again, up next to where I sleep. Because what happens is, I sleep in a modified fetal position. You know, I'm on my left side. That's my only side I can sleep on. I can't sleep on my right side. I can't sleep on my back. I can't sleep on my stomach. Obviously, I'm not going to sleep standing on my head or on my feet. So I've got one side left, my left. So I sleep on my left side. Now, when you hold your arms up and stuff, sure, you can hold your arms up straight, like right here, and that's not tough. Now, put your arms straight out at your side and then hold it flat and such. That's kind of painful. Well, when you're lying flat on a bed, on a mattress, and you put your arm up here, which is, I keep my arms anywhere from, you know, here to here. When your arm goes flat, it's pulling and twisting and jerking on your muscles and your joints. And so when I've been waking up without something underneath my arm to keep it upwards so that it doesn't stress my joints, oh, my left arm hurts so much. It's just been aching. It's just ridiculous. Did I do the beginning part? I can't remember. Where I said, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls. It is Sunday, 7:18 a.m., the 3rd of June, 2018. I think I just went straight into talking about Google without my greeting. Sorry about that. I got so confused and I'm so tired this morning. My sincere apologies. Luckily, I'm just rambling in the morning, and I do have important things to say. They're not really any much more important than anything else. I mean, largely it's just stuff I want to talk about and such, so. I mean, of course it's stuff I want to talk about. I like to talk about games and gaming. I just don't have any deep access to game news. And the game news that I have access to, you have access to too. So if you're even halfway interested in games, you already know the game news. So my trying to give you game news is silly. And a lot of people that watch just my vlogs aren't really interested in game news, so I don't just want to do something like game news. And then world news is largely depressing. I mean, I've lost the youthful hope of life, and while I'd like to see some hope for the human race, with the current world leaders we have, especially the orange narcissistic buffoon, I really don't see any hope for the human race. I don't want our planet to be dead. I don't want our human race to be significantly altered by war. I don't want there to be, you know, from the 7 to 9 billion people we have on the planet now, I don't want there to be, you know, back to less than 500 million and large portions of the globe irradiated and then civilization beginning anew. I don't want that. I want life to continue. Unfortunately, we've got people that don't care about other people in charge of things like nuclear launch codes. So I try not to think about a whole bunch of world news either, because I've got to not be depressed. I mean, I'm depressed, and with my bipolar disorder, I get depressed. So world news being depressing, I try not to focus too much on world news, things I can't change, and even just local stuff like in the United States. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do to change anything here. I can vote, but I'm going to be outvoted by any other moron out there. So, I mean, I'm going to keep voting. I vote and I keep voting, but there's what else? I don't know. So, my youthful hope for the human race is realistically not here, but of course, you've got to be hopeful or you're going to give up hope. And if you give up hope, why not just die now? And I don't want to die now. I like living. I like metabolizing. I like breathing and having my heart beat. I like blood pumping through my veins. I like the little play of electrical and chemical impulses in my brain, causing that sparking in my prefrontal cortex that's me. That's awesome. I like living. Even when life is horrible, I enjoy living. Now, back when I was an active alcoholic before the year 2000, quite frequently I just wanted to die and get out of it. In fact, that was my fervent wish. I would just be sitting there half drunk just going, I wish I could just die and get out of this. Because my life was hell. It was horrible. There was nothing good. It was all drinking, and I was dying slowly physically. So I'm glad I'm out of that. Hope is a good thing. You don't want hopelessness. On the other hand, too, though, talking about hope, is like that there's a kind of hope that I don't indulge in, because hope sets you up for disappointment. Like if I'm going down to the post office to check my mail, I don't hope that there's any mail. In fact, I tell myself all the way there, it's pointless, it's useless. The only reason I'm going down here is for exercise. Because when I get to the box and open it up, well, 95% of the time, it's just gray, empty, and dusty. So I don't set myself up for disappointment. And that's fine if there's nothing there. I don't mind. It's great that people send me stuff, and I am so appreciative. But while I ask you to do it, I don't expect you to. So when it does happen, it is bloody awesome, and thank you so very much. But I don't expect anybody to send me anything. It's nice, and I do appreciate it. I don't expect it. I'm not... What's that word again? Oh, it's not that... It's a bad word, but it's... You know, when you're... Oh, I'll be... Fibro! Gotta love it. I'm not expectant. I'm not dependent. I'm not saying it's like... I'm expecting people to send me things and I'm disappointed when they're not. That's what I'm not trying to say. I wish I could remember what that bloody word was. I was talking about it yesterday and the other day, but now I can't remember. I think it starts with an E. But still. It's awesome when people do, but I don't require it or expect it. It's just cool when it happens. So that's what I'm trying to say. But past that, it's like, yeah, I don't hope for things because hoping for things is just setting myself up for disappointment, because getting things is pretty rare that I want something, that I get that thing, so I just don't hope for things anymore, because that's just setting yourself up for disappointment. I would like some things, but I don't set myself up to hope for it, because that's just setting myself for jealousy, sickness, and disappointment. So that's why I don't window shop, because you get expectant, you get your hopes up, and then disappointment. So I don't window shop, or I just get sick with jealousy. I don't take a look at stuff online, at stuff I can't afford, or I'm just going to get sick with jealousy. So I don't look at stuff I can't afford, and I don't hope for stuff because, well, that's just setting myself up and I'm going to get sick with jealousy. So I go through life hopeful for things to get better for my life in the future and better for everybody else in the future, but not hopeful in that, boy, I hope I get this, or I hope I get that, or I hope I do this, because that's just setting myself up for disappointment if for whatever reason I can't do it, or I can't get it, or it can't happen. Does that make sense? I sure hope it does. If not, then I've just blathered like an idiot for a couple minutes and you're left wondering what the hell I'm talking about. I have also opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It's a range of 20 to 25, because even though I count in ASL on the fingers of this hand, I still get lost. Fibro and all that, I've mentioned it. And if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker. We're not good at much besides, you know, ridiculing the rest of the world, but I do my best. I'm better than most, but not perfect. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward, but for right now, I'm just reading the names, thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you so very much. So I'm calling up my crew. Excuse me. We have Mike Radcliffe. Thank you very much. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Arctic Tart. Thank you very much. Pandora NYC1, greatly appreciated. Graham Doherty, thank you. Devilo X07, thank you very, very much. Yontalvon, I know I'm nowhere close, but thank you. And Jack Moose 123YT, thank you very, very much. Mandatory, greatly appreciated. John 13K, thank you very, very much. Bob Ross, greatly appreciated. Pigeon Man 49, thank you very, very much. 20-second clips, thank you. Manuel Quesada, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Donovan Delaney, greatly appreciated. Dalton Hilton, thank you very, very much. And Yuval Grossman, greatly appreciated. Mark's Mage, thank you very, very much. Chris Jericho, always good to see you in the comments. West Virginia, cool name, thank you. And then we have Vladimir the Russian Potato, thank you very much. Renata Cordero, I sure hope I'm close. Gary Wilson, thank you very, very much. Chris, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, New York Giants, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. Thank you so much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. And I do, of course, have an Amazon wish list if you wanted to support me in some fashion that wasn't directly monetary. If I've got on my Amazon list all the way from light and fluffy things like candy and hamster food to heavy-duty stuff like a new PS3, because mine died, and a PS4 VR thing. So if you're poor or idly rich, there's something for everybody. I don't expect it, but if you do, that's very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. I'm also partnered with humblebundle.com, so if you could check that out, that would be very cool. I am a paid partner, though I'm only paid when people use the link. So, and when you purchase software through them, it's very cool. You can use a little slider to decide how much money you want to give to charity, or if you use the link, how much you want to give to me, and that's cool. So check it out. They have bundles, and it's good stuff. I'm subscribed to their Humble Bundle Monthly. It's a very cool thing. I don't expect it, but if you do, very cool. And if you could check out the rest of my links, Praying Mantis Pose. That's my Jaeger, Praying Mantis. Something like that. Then if you could check those out, that would be awesome. I got Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of Praying Mantis Jaeger. What sort of fight would a praying mantis Jaeger do? That would be crazy. Anyway, though. So, very cool. I'm hoping to have a reaction video done. I'm hoping to have the game video for this channel. Hopefully a game video from a game channel. I can't get it monetized yet, so if people could help, that would be awesome. Again, I don't expect it, but it'd be nice if people would check it out. It's really cool. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. So take care, avoid the death bus, and I will see you, and that is good.